Hello everyone and welcome back to Turkish series stars. I hope you're all feeling great, because today's topic is the kind of headline that sends every fan page into overdrive. The whispers started a few days ago, grew into a rumble on social media, and by this morning it was everywhere. You saw the title, you felt the suspense, so let's get into it. We're breaking down the moment Barış Arduç was seen while Elçin, visibly shaken, wiped away tears and got into a car. Yes, that's the scene that lit the fuse, and we're here to unpack what's known, how people are reacting, and what we honestly think about it all. If you've followed these two or you simply love the drama that comes with celebrity life, stay with us until the end. And while you're here, make sure you're subscribed to Turkish series stars and have notifications on so you never miss a story that has everyone talking. Our community grows because of you, and we love having you with us every step of the way. So what exactly happened? Late this week, short clips and photos began circulating, apparently snapped outside a low-key building in Istanbul. In the footage, Elçin steps out with her head slightly lowered, eyes glistening, and tries to compose herself before heading straight toward a dark car waiting at the curb. The detail that made the internet erupt. Barış is there in the same frame, a few meters away, watching. A coincidence? A planned meetup that was never meant to go public? Or something much more personal? That single visual, her brimming eyes, his stillness, was all it took for the rumor mill to explode. For anyone new to their shared history, let's rewind. Barış Arduç and Elçin are two of the most adored faces in Turkish television, forever linked in the public imagination because of Karalık Aşk. As Ömer and Defne, they crafted a couple fans still can't let go of. Their on-screen chemistry felt natural, effortless, electric. During that era, speculation about a real-life romance shadowed them constantly. They never confirmed anything beyond an affectionate professional bond, but candid sightings and cozy moments at post-shoot gatherings kept the narrative alive. After the show ended, they pursued different projects, each building a career path that stood strong on its own. Still, for the public and the press, a soft thread connected them, a what if that never truly faded. Now back to the moment at the center of the storm. In the clips that spread like wildfire, Elçin appears deeply emotional. Her features are composed, but her eyes betray the struggle. She approaches the car, a hand briefly to her face, as if steadying herself. In the background, framed almost by accident, stands Barış. He doesn't rush over. He doesn't speak within earshot of the cameras. His expression is restrained, but to many it reads as concern, perhaps surprise, like someone witnessing a turn of events he didn't expect to unfold in public. Different angles show the same beat again and again, her slipping into the back seat, him remaining still, the distance between them loaded with questions. The reaction online was immediate and fierce. One group, hopeless romantics, faithful shippers, and longtime Karalık Aşk loyalists, were convinced this meant there's something real between them, or at least something unresolved. They say eyes don't lie, that the kind of attention he gave her is the kind you reserve for someone you know deeply. Some went straight to supportive messages for both, urging kindness and patience, reminding everyone that people go through difficult days and that showing emotion isn't a sin. Another group took the more skeptical route. They cautioned against jumping to conclusions. Plenty of people have bad days, and public figures are caught at their most fragile moments more often than the rest of us. Maybe she was having a personal moment, and he just happened to be there, or paused when he realized the cameras were rolling. In their view, proximity doesn't equal causality. They also highlighted how dangerous it is to spin full-blown narratives out of seconds of footage that lack context. Then there are those who focus on the ethics of it all. The intrusion, the relentless filming, the way a private low point can be turned into a trending moment without consent. Whether you're a star or a neighbor down the street, they argue, crying in public shouldn't become public property. Their stance is clear, compassion first, clicks second. And finally, a crowd of media-savvy viewers stepped in with a kind of meta-analysis. They're fascinated by how a tiny sliver of reality becomes a megastory. They break down platform algorithms, the incentive structures that push our attention toward emotional flashpoints, and the complicated dance celebrities must do when every tiny gesture can be magnified 1,000 times. This isn't just gossip, they say, it's a case study in modern visibility. Looking closely at the visuals, one fact stands out: there's no definitive shot of Barış and Elçin speaking, touching, or directly engaging. The framing suggests awareness, a shared orbit in that moment, but nothing explicit that confirms a conversation. Mystery, as always, is the gasoline on the fire. Did he intend to approach? Did he pause because of the cameras? Did their eyes meet and say what words couldn't? The lack of resolution invites every viewer to project their own story. It's impossible to ignore the speed at which this moved. Within hours, the clips were posted, reposted, dissected, captioned, slowed down, and even set to emotional music by fan accounts. News portals grabbed the fastest angle, fan pages edited the softest one, and 1,000 timelines told the same beat with a different shade of meaning. This is the sway of social platforms and the magnetism of stars like Barış and Elçin. When you've once played soulmates on screen and carried a city's worth of daydreams on your shoulders, every glance becomes a headline waiting to happen. And of course, the speculation machine went into overdrive. Some fans wrote entire fictional dialogues, placing apologies and confessions into mouths that, in reality, said nothing. Others imagined that he arrived because he knew she needed support. A few insisted it was an accidental crossing of paths, inflated into drama by lenses and timing. The truth is, everyone wants a story to hold on to, and when we don't have one, we build one from the pieces we're given. It's crucial to remember that actors are human beings with complex inner worlds. Tears can come from a phone call we didn't hear, a memory we didn't live, or a personal challenge we'll never know. The presence of someone familiar, someone like Barış, doesn't automatically mean he's the cause, the cure, or the center. He could be a friend. He could be an ex-colleague who happened upon a difficult moment. He could even be a passerby who turned at the sound of a car door. And yet, it would be dishonest to pretend the past doesn't color the present. Their shared history on Karalık Aşk makes any intersection between them feel charged. Audiences invested their hearts in Ömer and Defne, and it's only natural to sense an echo of that pairing in real life when circumstances align. So what does this mean for their relationship, past, present, or future? The honest answer is, we don't know. No video can explain what happened before the first frame or after the last. If there's more here than coincidence, only they can decide if and when to share it. What we can say with certainty is that interest in both stars has been reignited, that old feelings among fans have resurfaced, and that tenderness and curiosity often travel together. There's also a broader conversation here about the weight of visibility. Public figures live with the paradox of needing the spotlight while trying to protect the corners of their lives that should remain theirs. A single off-guard moment can overshadow months of work and craft. The same people who celebrate their performances sometimes forget there's a person beneath the role, one who bleeds quietly and would rather heal without an audience. From our side at Turkish series stars, our promise is not to hand you a made-up ending. Our goal is to lay out what's known, explore the reactions, and reflect on why it struck such a nerve. In this case, a familiar pairing, a vulnerable second, and a silent witness combined into a story the internet couldn't resist. We're not here to declare winners or villains. We're here to notice how much we care, and to ask for care in return. If we had to sum it up, there is footage of Elçin Sangu in tears as she enters a car, with Barış Arduç visible nearby, appearing to watch. The videos sparked huge debate, split opinions across fandoms, and reawakened curiosity about their connection. Privacy concerns came rushing in alongside dreamy nostalgia. And yes, their unforgettable history as Ömer and Defne in Karalık Aşk is the spark that turned a fragile instant into a bonfire of attention. Before we close, a small reflection. There's power in the stories we tell about the people we admire. Those stories can hug or they can bruise. Maybe the best thing we can do right now is allow room for tenderness. Whatever happened in that moment, two human beings were caught in a scene that none of us fully understand. If there's support to give, let it be gentle. If there's curiosity to entertain, let it be kind. If you're hoping for a reunion, a reconnection, or simply a resolution, let patience guide you. Thank you for watching and for sticking with us to the end. We appreciate your time and your trust. Tell us what you see in that footage. Do you think there's a deeper story, or was it just a passing overlap in a crowded day? We'll be reading your thoughts closely. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give the video a like, share it with your friends who follow Barış and Elçin, and don't forget to subscribe to Turkish series stars with notifications on so you're always first to the conversation. We'll be here with more, as always, thoughtful, curious, and rooting for grace. Until next time, take care and stay kind.